We're going. What if I'm not ready? I don't have any
Too
pants
fucking
on.
bad. We're already going.
I
And
don't
we're
have any
live
pants on.
now.
What?
So if
Who's
you got
got
no pants on, you're fucked. Everybody,
I'm just,
LIFA has no pants on. He's a little upset, so if he gets up in
I'm
the middle
just
of
wearing this.
Wait,
Now you.
we're supposed to have pants?
Oops.
Oh.
I didn't get that memo.
Yeah.
Note down those shots tonight.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? I see
You just gotta be cautious. Just gotta be cautious about down low shooting.
Import Man's out there, Wes Cochran's out there, Zach Vapes, who else we see? Brizzle's out there, Kenny B, RJ's out there. How's everybody doing? Oh, Import Man, I did see something on my Vaporium earlier asking where you've been. So you might want to check in when you get a chance. Apparently he was wondering about you, but you know, I just caught that briefly as I was posting shit over there today, so.
Alright.
Yeah.
This is actually a show. There's a chat and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny V. How's it going?
Dr. TMI's out there, and Juan Castillo I see popped in here. For everybody who is in chat already, tonight is going to be a choose your own destiny type show, or choose your own adventure, as it were, tonight. You guys are going to pick the topics. However, to start with, I actually have a topic started already by somebody who replied to a comment in one of my Facebook posts. So we're going to start with that kind of thing tonight, but to get into it, I'm just going to let everybody ease themselves into it. So get your minds rolling. What would you like to know? What would you like us to talk about? It can be vaping related. It can be anything related. I don't give a goddamn.
Is it Ask Me Anything?
Yeah, it's pretty much an Ask Me Anything show for everybody on the panel. So if you've got a specific question for one person or another, if you want to know how big their dick size is, how long it took them to get their wife pregnant, whatever, I don't care. Or if you're smart, you're like Fresh, no kids, no wife.
It took me 30 seconds to get your wife pregnant, if that's what you were wondering out there in the comments. 30 seconds.
Sure, sounds good.
Here we go.
All I had to do was look at her.
That's right.
Panties were flying off.
No. It's like 3-pump jump, and I was gone. I was out.
It says, I'm up, they see me, I'm down.
Exactly. Pet her face on the way out. Hope you had a good time. Wait, what?
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Just out.
He's a pussy, weed, and money. Wow. Zach Vapes starting out with the hard questions.
Pussy, weed, and money?
Does that mean in what order? Because if it means in what order, I'm gonna go money, pussy, and weed.
I'm with you. I mean, weed's very low on my priority list.
It is for me too. I used to smoke a lot. In fact, I used to smoke a ton.
Money,
but that was way back prior to the military.
Money, pussy, and no weed.
All right. So I'm gonna start with this nice little thing I have here on Facebook. Here, and we're gonna hit everybody with it. This person wants to know about growth in the respective of vaping. So, as in, when you got your first device, how did you know when it was time to move on to the next and end up where you're at currently? That's the basic gist of what I got out of the 17-part question there. So, I'm just kind of narrowing it down a little bit for them. So, Miss Kathy Wood, if you're watching this or in the comments or watching the replay, this one's yours. I know I kind of chinsed it down a little bit. I did leave you a comment there, though, so.
Good question.
We'll go that route. Who'd like to go first? Or, you know what? I'm fucking talking. Why don't I go first? One, the first thing. I did not intend on switching to vaping at all. And that's because I was an avid smoker. The only reason that even came about is because of this man here.
Yeti's uncle?
No. Well, in my screen, it's you. They're Fresh.
Oh, okay.
I popped into a live show because I saw, oh, he has a YouTube channel? What the fuck? I didn't see him as that kind of guy. All right, so I popped in, did my thing, everybody knows the story on how that went. Well, most everybody, and he ends up sending me a little e-cigator sub-ohm pen, and
It's a great little device.
got me rocking, and started with a 6 milligram, and I realized after a while that it just wasn't enough. And by enough, I mean, it didn't seem like it was as satisfying as it initially was when I made that switch. So that's when I was like, all right, I think I'm ready to move up. Where do I go? And again, Steps, my boy, sends out another device to me, and with a little sub-ohm tank, and I'm off to the fucking races from there. Because then I'm like, ooh, what can I get my hands onto next? After I think I only had that thing for like 2 months when you sent me that iStick, and I was like, all right, time to buy something new, and then it just all continued to roll from there. And then as soon as I got into the first dripper, that's when I was like, ooh, I want to try a Mac. And I started buying Macs and all these other wonderful things here.
Yeah, I remember the first time you vaped over like 50 watts on a show, and you're like, okay, I think I found a new home. Let's keep pushing this up and see where this goes.
So I guess to round out your question, the way I looked at it is it was when it felt right for me. I didn't I can't say that there wasn't a set time frame. It was just all of a sudden I could tell there was like that point where it was, this isn't quite right. This is better. This is even better. And now I'm finding the spot way the hell over here that's just spot fucking on. Like now I know where I like to be ohm-wise when I'm vaping. I know that it watts or what I'm running. If I'm running a variable voltage or watts, I know where I want to be. And if I'm running mech, I already know where I want my build at because I know how hot I want my vapor. So, and then finding that equal balance of cloud production and mostly flavor for me that one's key. I don't get me wrong, I like to chunk stupid clouds once in a while to piss people off, but namely the misses or people who are smoking next to me going, oh my god. But, and those probably shouldn't be the people that I'm doing it to because I want them to make the switch. However, when I can tell that there's no way that I'm getting to you, fuck it. I'm an asshole. What can I say? Oh.
We got asked to leave in Dallas at one of the places we went to eat. They asked us to leave.
What?
Because of the vapor. Yeah, we was in a smoking section too.
Really?
Are you shitting me?
The manager came out and said, that because of all the clouds, said some of the customers had complained and asked us if we could move down.
Was that at the smokehouse?
That was at the sushi place.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. They still have smoking sections in Dallas? What the fuck?
No, it was outside even.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say.
See, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Just does not make sense.
No.
But
we complied, just,
Yeah.
It's still, as much as it's a pain in the dick because you're outside, it's still the right thing to do. And keep that happy, obligatory, don't be a dickhead to people when you don't have to.
Right.
Yeah. I think it just rubbed us because we had been at the convention all day from 8 in the morning till 8 at night and packing up and then going to the sushi place. A lot of people were hangry. And then once they got past hangry, they were cranky because we were all tired.
I understand that. So.
But yeah, I would have to say I'm right along the lines. I do want to mention something in the chat that came up that we did have to send Golf T a coil builder kit because he did try to do that first Velocity clone with the Golf T as his coiling
I
kit.
did not try. I did and accomplished a dual coil out of that son of a bitch with a Golf T.
Like a 5 millimeter coil on each side.
He was vaping it. It ohms out at like a half an ohm.
I think I sent you like 26 gauge stainless or something like that.
Yeah. And to be honest, you know what? that was the best and worst thing you could have ever done for me, because for a second I got my hands on Kenthal. I was like, all right, it's a little bit cheaper. Let's try it. I was so fucking disappointed. I was like, God damn it. I'm going to buy fucking stainless steel. And, of course, none of the shops here sell stainless steel because for them it's not cost effective. Because they're like, well, people will go online and buy it for cheaper.
The great thing about that is if it wasn't for that golf tee and myself saying, hey, TJ, I'll send you a coil builder kit, I wouldn't be on this show with TJ. We wouldn't have got that bond together, so it all paid off.
And your dirty
Yeah, and
bottle
you sent him
of
a bunch
lotion.
of Chicago Bears stuff, and he was like, fuck you!
That's all right. I've been making LIFA go broke, giving donations the last 2 years now. So, although he might get one out of me this year with the way the Packers are playing. So,
We'll still lose. But no, I think along that lines, it was about the same for me. It was the pen style that I paid probably $80 for from Vaporfly because I thought it was cool and shiny and it was chrome and it had to have been better than anything else I had ever tried. But 2 weeks into that, I'm like, nope. I went to YouTube and I found a review on the Sigeli 150 TC review, and that was working for whoever I watched, and so I bought that. And
it's a good
it
choice.
was 4 days later. I went outside to smoke a cigarette in the morning because I limited myself to 1 in the morning and the night, and it was done. It tasted like crap. I went back inside and vaped my cheesecake and loved it. And I think from that point on, it was only maybe a month later that I seen RDA for sale in one of the local groups, and I bought it off of them cheap, and I built it, and from that point on, it was like, there's more flavor, and it just kept going on from there. Then I joined up with this little crew, and Yeti's uncle's always swinging around his mechs, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try an Able because he's always got an Able in his hand, so I got myself an Able, and now I got this one and this one, and I'm looking for the stack piece for this because the stack has got to be better.
Of course.
love it.
If one is good, two's got to be great.
More power.
I'm just kind of back when I first started vaping. I think there was a bit more progression than there is now, because it seems like you go from starter to sub-ohm tank, and then you might get into building, you might not, you might be happy with the sub-ohm tanks. And I think most people, get to sub-ohm tank in this day and age, and they just kind of stop. But yeah, it started out with I started out with a Sigalike, and I despised the Sigalike. Just wasn't satisfying. I used it when I went to the bars. And then my buddy got me a kit with it was either a CE2 or a CE3, one of the two. And that was a little better. Just the fact that I could refill it, and I would, I kind of dual used, but I rarely, if ever, actually used the e-cigarette. I didn't actually give it a legit shot for a long time. It was probably 6-7 months I didn't give it a legit shot. And then eventually I gave it a legit shot because the government was making me go broke. And so I went and got a new C, I think I probably had like 6 or 7 CE3s lined up next to me, and I could just unscrew whatever I was vaping and pick up whatever I wanted to vape. And I just had them all lined up next to me on my computer over here, and I'd be sitting there working at home and just vaping my little face away. And eventually it was just kind of, I was hanging out I was going into the shop and buying CE3s all the time, and they're all just kind of shaking their heads at me. And so I started paying attention to what people were saying about, this tank's pretty good, this tank's pretty good, this tank's pretty good, because, you're going and it was only like $350 or something like that for a CE3 or whatever it was. It was only like $350 for each one. but you would rip through them pretty quick. You know, they would only last like, you know, a week, maybe two, something like that, before they'd start getting a little burnt out, and then you'd have to replace it. And so you start hearing, hey, I've got this tank and the coils from this last like a month. So you go and you buy like the Pro Tank 2, and then the Pro Tank 3 comes out. Pro Tank 3 supposedly has better flavor, so you go buy the Pro Tank 3, and then the Nautilus comes out, and you're like, oh, Nautilus, let's get the Nautilus. And so it was just kind of a progression up for me. I'm not really sure that it was more, I wanted things to last longer is how I basically escalated. And then I was sitting there vaping on my Nautilus. Was it a Nautilus? I forget what it was. Might have been the Pro Tank 3. But someone had like a mech or something like that. But no, not something like that. Someone did have a mech, and they had I forget what RDA they had, but they're like, hey, you got to try this liquid, and they handed me the mech, and I did this number and vaped off that. And the second that happened, I was like, well, everything else is a piece of shit now.
I need that.
How much for that RDA? How much for that mech? What else do I need? We're gonna start rebuilding right now, because I need that flavor in my life. And so that was kind of how that happened. After that, it was all downhill from there. Met Addy Tooney, started watching Remy Johnson videos. The rest is YouTube history. That was a long time ago at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of similar with me. I started out on the CE3, CE4 things, and I was instantly not pleased with them. I didn't like the flavor on them. You know, seemed like I was getting like decent flavor for like 2 or 3 days, and then it was just terrible flavor and absolutely no clouds out of them, you know. And it seems like that first month I spent all my time trying to get a new device, you know, something that was pleasing. And of course, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know squat. I was just going to my local B&M and just trusting them. And of course, you know, they're just selling me whatever the hell they had on the shelf. And
exactly. Pro Tank 3, it's the shit, bro.
Exactly. And so that, needless to say, that was doomed for failure until I found YouTube. And I told myself, I gave myself 1 more week, and if I didn't find what I needed, then I was just going to set it down. You know, I was just done with it. And finally, I got a hold of a Heracles, the first Heracles, and a iStick 50. And
iStick 50.
Yep, it was downhill from there.
Yeah, the Heracles was such a great little flavor tank. It leaked a bit, but it was a great little flavor tank.
Yeah, it was. That's the one that did it for me. And then it was just right after that came Mex, and then I was hooked.
First time Yeti's uncle got that robot penis in his mouth.
Yep.
Off and running.
Yep.
Sign me up.
Haven't looked back since.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can say so far in the last couple of years now, being as I can say it's been a couple of years now, those have been the 2 biggest highlights, is getting a Toonie Fun, and then getting this beautiful piece of art. Those are 2 of my biggest highlights so far from vaping. And I can say that actually goes along with that whole coming into it, that finding the family in it, that really made it worthwhile, as well as finding a door. The second that was on the fucking line, fuck you, I'm in. And I can do this from concentrates? Get the fuck out. All right, I'm really in.
$17 for 200 mils of liquid? Fuck yeah.
Yes, please. Shut up and take my money, Don. Shut up and take my money.
Please take my money.
But no, seriously though, take it.
That was I remember everyone was raving about this Adore Eliquid, and finally me and her chatted on a show, and she was like, I'll send you some. And I was like, oh, you don't have to. I'll buy it. And she sent me some anyway, as Dawn does. And so, yeah. So I'm sitting there and I open it up and take a sniff on it. But I'm like, oh, that smells awfully nice. Well, all right, let's try this. Let's try this stuff and find out exactly if it's worth the time. Yeah. Yep. It's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
I'm a DIY guy, and here I am on an e-liquid site ordering like $100 worth of e-liquid. Like,
yeah. Heck yeah. And Yeti and I being able to go and meet her this last weekend and work side by side with her in that awesome booth. It was just the cream of it.
had a good time, did
I'm sorry for you.
Had a really good time, did you?
Say it, but I'm still coming off of that high of being able to see individuals like Dimitri, the Vaping Greek, come up and taste her e-liquid, and he really loved it, and seeing the smile on her face. It was such an awesome feeling knowing that we were being able to experience that with it.
You know, there's one other thing that pops into my head that made it really feel like family as well. And that was the second Shane over at Vaping Swag got a hold of me and went, hey, I want to do a shirt for you. And when that happened, I was like, you're fucking kidding me, right? I've only been doing this for like a year, but when that came, I was like, my mind was fucking blown. Another great pillar of the community there. That the list keeps going on. Like, things keep popping into my head. And, I mean, going to Detroit, that was a huge highlight for me. I got to see everyone in person, meet everyone, hug all you ugly bastards. I got to see Fresh for the first time in close to a decade.
it was close to 10 years since we'd actually seen each other in person. Yeah. I remember running Yeti's uncle at the airport. Him just kind of glaring at me from across the baggage claim. LIFA comes running over to get a hug. And there's Yeti's uncle just sitting over there.
Oh, look at that. Dimitri snuck in on us. He wants his crack.
But yeah, it was Detroit was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was.
It was.
And
Getting to meet everybody, and
I think
getting up to all the nonsense we got up to.
I only had one bummer about that, and that's because I only had one fucking day. Yeah. I would have loved to have been there for every day, but wasn't in the cards. But I'm just glad I got to at least make one.
Yeah.
And then the wonderful 8-hour drive back with my son in the back. Oh, that was a blast.
Well, Detroit is coming up again. Or I heard they just announced Vape Showcase is going to be January in St. Louis.
That's actually closer than fucking Detroit.
Vape Showcase in January in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Why did they pick they pick the worst fucking times a year to go to these places?
TJ can swing by and we'll swing on down.
I really don't want to go to Missouri. Like, I really don't want to go back there.
In January, ice season.
No, I just don't want to go to. I just don't want to go back to Missouri.
Yeah, it's a gnarly drive to get down there from here because it's probably like 6 hours to St. Louis, I think, from here or something like that. Oh,
yeah, because you got to cut down and then down through Illinois, and then you just kind of pop into the top of Missouri there.
Oh, I mean, unless I want to go to East St. Louis and get shot at, and I stay in Illinois then.
It depends on the part of East St. Louis. I mean, if you venture, if you stay within a block of the interstate, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, as soon as you get away from that block radius, though, unless you're pulling off for a gas station and getting right back on, not my idea of a good time.
I remember getting lost in St. Louis trying to go to the airport. Like, I know it's at the other end of this road. I'm pretty sure the airport's at the other end of this road. Let's just get off here and head down the exit ramp. And as I'm driving down the exit ramp, there's like a burning building sitting there right in front of me, and there's like a whole bunch of activity in the area going on. And I'm like, all right, get back on the interstate and keep looking. Like an hour and a half later, I make it to the airport.
Roll them up.
Well, I think we've ran through that question pretty well. Anybody else who has a question or has a topic you'd like us to talk about, put something out there in chat and we'll start working it. Until then. Oh, I just gained 3 new subscribers in the last 10 minutes. Huh.
Nice.
Crazy.
Awesome.
Welcome aboard, suckers.
I know. Who are these suckers that decided to subscribe? Brian S. Hugh G. M. Ellens.
Huge
Nice.
melons.
Huge melons.
Huge melons.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Jennifer McGinnis.
Jennifer McGinnis.
Welcome aboard.
I like it.
Welcome. Nice to see y'all popping up on the old phone over here.
I wonder if I unsubscribe and resubscribe, if I'll get a shout out from Golf Tea Vapes.
You unsubscribe and resubscribe, you're gonna get a fuck you.
What are you doing, Fresh? Nothing. What?
Well, you can just toss it across the pond there, Rob. You'll be all right. When are we doing a New Zealand vape tour?
I'm ready.
Is that Moxley?
Yeah.
I'm staying at Moxley's house.
Oh shit! You're gonna have to put us all up because the damn airfare is gonna kill me. I'm on a tight budget as is.
Man, I'd sleep on the streets if I could just go to New Zealand. I wouldn't care. I'd love to go to New Zealand.
Just run out of the airport, hop into Moxley's car. Show me the hobbits, Moxley. Show me my people.
Take me home.
Well, now we know who Jen is. It's one of Mox's ladies.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yes. Take me where I belong, Moxley.
That's it.
To Middle Earth.
Actually, my cousin who lives here in town, he lived in New Zealand for like 2 or 3 years over there. He went there for like vacation and decided to stay. Bought a motorcycle and started tending bar at some random bar there.
Nice.
It's like, hey, that's a good way to go.
That'd be fun.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, bought a motorcycle, rode motorcycle all the time, and tended bar.
It sounds like he did everything he wanted to do when he was like 12.
Yeah, we had a friend of the family. She went down there, married a guy, lived there for like 10 years, came back, worked at a university for like 5 years, and turned around and went back. She was like, "Nah, fuck this, going back to New Zealand."
I don't blame her.
Fuck this U.S. bullshit. Oh man.
I've never been there, and I'm in love with the country.
The fuck?
Oh, God. Any other questions?
Hobbits are at the other end of the country. Well, Mox, we got to drive. Got a long drive ahead of us.
I do see one other question out there. Anybody planning on going to Cleveland for the Midwest Vapor Expo?
I'm going wherever Rin goes. If that answers your... Whatever the next convention Rin goes to, that's the next one I'm going to.
That might
Whether
be it,
it's
because she's not far
Detroit
from
or-
Cleveland, is she?
What's that?
She's not too far from Cleveland, is she?
She lives in Cleveland.
Oh, well, then hell, there you go.
She's very close.
But I know she's thinking about doing Foxwood. She's thinking about doing Detroit and Cleveland.
There you go. James
One of those
Thompson.
three.
He's your guy. He said he will host you. He's only 30 minutes from the Hobbit movie set.
Who is?
James Thompson out there in the comments.
Nice. Only 30 minutes from the Hobbits? Sweet.
Says you make sure you take your little Bilbo Baggins drip tip with you.
That's right. Oh, I would be sitting there with my pipe, and I would buy a Gandalf hat.
I'm just imagining this. This would be glorious.
I'd just be sitting there happy as a clam.
If I'm not mistaken, they've got a bar over there that's all themed up like it too.
Oh, there's got to be.
Because God knows there's tons of people who are big enough fans to go do that. Oh, are we going to Foxwoods?
I am not. It is on St. Patty's Day, and I host a killer St. Patty's Day party here. So, unfortunately, the whole town of Waverly would be in a funk if we did not have the party.
Is it just me, or is your mic turned down a little bit low?
I can crank it up, fuckers.
Crank it up, fuckers.
Crank it up, fucker.
Yes.
You know, the old man, he leaves the radio on for me once in a while.
That better? Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Oh, fuck it. We'll get loud.
Swag's here. What up, Swag?
Sounds like it's in your pocket.
So
you're in my pocket.
So does nobody have any questions other than what
I did see someone ask if there was a device that made you go backwards earlier.
Oh, like something that would make you want to go from like mouth to lung again?
That's a good question, and it was this last weekend. I got the happy little Petri sub-ohm tank. I didn't really like sub-ohm tanks, but flavors are popping on this, and knowing that it's probably just the equivalent of a super tank coil that's dirt cheap. I have another tester for all my Eliquid reviews to put through sub-ohm tank.
Nice. The last thing that made me go backwards and enjoy it was a Nautilus Mini with those bottom vertical coils. I actually didn't build anything for like a month or two. I was just happy as a clam with that thing.
Has there been anything that's made you think about not going back up to like dripping?
No.
Nothing's there yet.
Once you try dripping, you're like, this is what I've been missing this whole time.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people in the local area that I've seen shops that 1 week I'll see them with their dripper, and then all of a sudden they're back to using a sub-ohm tank. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And they're like, well,
it's just a pain in the ass to build.
You're pain in the ass to build. I don't like to have to re-wick.
Oh, let me text Mrs. Gizzard.
Well, I haven't had anything that made me go backwards. I've been dabbling with squonking for quite a while actually, but I've never had that one device that's like, yeah, like just made me want to do nothing but squonk,
Damn you, Fresh, get away from that phone.
No. Quit trying to tell me how to live my life, Gizzard Stu.
I'm gonna tell you.
This is Gizzard. Are you aware where your husband is at right now?
You son of a bitch.
I'm glad you weren't in Dallas now, fucker.
Yeah. Last thing I need is your narking ass hanging around Fresh 03.
Well,
it's diming me out.
Well, Shane,
what's happening?
Have a good night, buddy. Enjoy your last day of work until spring.
Who's not working again until spring?
Shane Smith. He does all that concrete and or blacktopping or whatever the hell it is you always see him doing. Some sort of hardening of the earth.
Dimitri, I see you.
Uh-oh, the Whisper Kittens?
He is out there.
I thought I did see him out there at one point.
Yeah, I know I saw him out there. Whispering for crack.
All right, so anybody else got a question we should talk about today? And like I said, it doesn't have to be vaping related. I don't care what we're talking about. It's up to you guys. I'm just not picking the goddamn topics tonight.
I really like how Yeti just finished his story out in the comments. It's just like it's like it got cut off, fuckers.
You just keep talking over the top of us, Uncle. Jeez. Don't you know how these shows work?
Tell us to shut
So
the
you got
fuck
this?
up.
I wasn't done with my story, assholes.
Barnacle.
So the dot mod made him go backwards. Got it.
As probably a cross between that and the device. Finally got a decent squonk device.
You know, I keep hearing that's probably 90% of the problem with finding somebody who wants a squonk is finding that right device for you.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them here, and I don't like them.
You know, that's probably the reason why I haven't gotten a squonker, is because I just, from what I'm hearing for how many people saying it's hard to find the right device that works well and for the right price point, something that's not going to break the bank. For me, I'm like, you know, fuck it, I'll just keep dripping.
Right. Yeah.
I'm alright. I don't have a need for it. Although I did look at the pulse, because I was like, well, the price point's right, but I'm wondering how it holds up, and is it gonna be worth me carrying the extra batteries in my pocket all the time? Because to be honest, most of the time I have a regulated device. If I'm out and about or at work, I don't take any mech with me, because I'm like, I don't want to have to carry the extra batteries. And part of that is me just being a lazy bastard when I'm out. I don't want to have to switch them out. I mean, if I'm going to hang out at the shop or something, yeah, I'll take them back with me, because then I'm sitting there and just put the batteries on the counter while I'm sitting there. Oh, I've got a question for you guys, because I did see it pop across quite a few people's Instagrams. You guys' thoughts coming with that new broadside atomizer?
On the what?
With that broadside atomizer that's coming out.
There's a broadside atomizer coming out?
Yeah.
And are they going to be the 25 millimeter variety, so they actually fit the broadside, so you don't have to go searching around for something that looks right on it?
I believe it is.
The only thing I've only seen stuff with the top caps on. Has anybody seen the deck on that thing?
I've not seen the deck yet.
Makes me wonder, because I mean, it's a really nice mech, but are they able to complement that with a really nice atomizer? I mean, they looked pretty, but looks don't do it for me. It's got to be
Functional.
working and nice functionally. And
It
not
has
a
to be
pain in the
100%
ass to-
functionality for me.
Yeah.
So some people like longer drip tips so they don't get spit back.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Oh, Raven Shadow Vapes, are you really going to ask that question of what's the best 18650?
Whichever one works for you.
Yeah, it depends on what you're using it for too.
Try the Trust Fires.
Gizzard stew.
Trying to kill people.
Do they even sell the Trust Fires anymore?
Oh, I'm sure they're still around.
Vomit out the nose does suck. But no, no.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
That burns.
Yeah. You bet.
I agree with Wes though, Gavin. PTC 5 days is all the 18650 right now.
A regulated device? Around a couple of those in the Minikin V2. You don't have to change your batteries for days. Days, son.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, rocking them Samsung 25Rs in there, huh?
25Rs are still a really good battery. Nobody talks about them much anymore, but they're really
solid.
nice batteries. Yeah, they're a great all-around battery. You know, they kind of got eclipsed by the Duty Browns and the BTC 5As, but I mean, if you can find 25Rs on for a good price,
you can actually get them for really quite inexpensive now.
Yeah, they're $3 in IMR.
yeah, pick them up. It's a good battery, really good battery.
It is.
Ultra Fire 5000 mAh 500 amp. Nice, Dimitri. I knew I was missing something in my life.
Rob, you nailed it on the head. Don't trust anything with the word fire in the name.
Yep.
Because that's usually what's going to happen. A fire.
All right, 35 amps. Yes, sweet.
The Catch Fire 18650. The House Fire.
Just stop picking on us. We're rookies. Hey, it's okay if you're a rookie. We're not picking on you. We just like to call
We
people out.
legitimately answered that question. Vaping Bachelor.
Oh, you got the gray.
Gizzard Stew got a pulse
Of
squonker.
course, there we go. As I'm talking about it, Giz, let me know how it is, because that's the only one I've honestly thought about buying.
Well,
I'm
I
like
like the fact that it takes a 2700.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does 18650 or 2700, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And I like the fact that both sides of it come off.
Yeah, so you can get to the battery.
So you can poke the battery out.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's pretty cool. And I've heard there's you got to squeeze the cutoff pin.
Yeah.
So it makes better contact.
Well, you don't have to. If you have voltage drop, then just squeeze it. It'll
That part right there.
make better contact.
I haven't actually tried it yet, so.
Oh. It's been working good since I got back.
Yeah, I've been running mine constantly since I got back. That's all I've been taking in the car. Just take this thing. I'm good.
But
It seems to be put together pretty good. It doesn't like rattle or anything.
So is it a clicky button or a smooth button?
Squishy.
It's squishy. That's the only downside. I wish
I
it was
like it.
clicky. I wish it was more clicky.
Oh, yeah. We already have a click. We don't need to be clicky.
Ha, ha, ha.
There you go. What other questions we got out there? Or topics to talk about? Come on. Somebody rattle something off before this turns into just another regular show. Although I really don't give a shit either way. But, you know, I was giving you guys the opportunity to choose your own destiny tonight.
Looks like you could put up to a 25 millimeter on it.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've got a 26 on here, and there's still room. I bet you could probably put a 28 on it.
That's
That's
Oh, wait,
26?
that's a 24. I'm sorry.
24.
I'll put a 26 on it real quick.
Or put a 25, see how that looks.
Where was the 26?
Put a Kennedy.
Right here. Yeah, 26 is its limit.
Yeah, but it still looks good on there.
Yeah, there's no overhang.
You need a squawk pin for that.
Tony.
Yeah, it's got a solid deck, so I couldn't.
Tony B.
There's a good question. Is anybody on the panel a fan of the movie Strange Brew? I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
That movie's fucking hilarious.
That's a silly question. Have you looked at this panel? Gizzard Stew was one of the McKenzie brothers.
What do you mean was?
Oh.
I thought he was the dad that always yelled from the couch.
Shut up, you fucking kids.
Yeah, no doubt. But that dad was freaking cool. He'd yell at the kids while he's doing it with the mom on the couch.
Where's my beer, you hosers?
Yeah.
Take off, hoser.
Take off, eh?
You know, what the hell is his fucking name from that movie? Shit. I'm spacing his goddamn name. Guy dropped out of acting to take care of his family instead of fucking continue to make millions.
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, Rick Moranis. Yeah. There you go. I don't know why I was having a fucking straight blank.
He was awesome.
He was a funny guy too.
Yeah, his last movie was it Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Probably the end of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 3.
Was he in 3?
Honey, We Blew Up the Kids.
He was in Honey, We Blew Up the Kids, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He had his own little franchise there. Rick Moranis was hilarious, though.
Oh, it was great.
But made his choice. You made your choice, Rick Moranis.
I liked him in Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm. He was the Keymaster? No, he was the
Master.
Keymaster?
Are you the gatekeeper? I'm the Keymaster.
The Fornicator.
Oh, there you go. Joseph Gurr, what's your favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie?
Oh, shit.
Depends on the day.
Caddyshack.
You know, if there's a cult movie that I can say is my favorite, it's probably The Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints?
Nice choice.
I do love that movie. There is something about that movie that the second one sucked. First one, great.
Yeah.
I think everybody should have to watch Cabin Boy.
That's how a cabin boy dances.
Cabin Boy. If any of you out there haven't seen Cabin Boy, see if you can sit through it.
It's a challenge from Gizzard Stew. Can you sit through Cabin Boy?
I couldn't.
I don't think there's many people that could sit through Cabin Boy.
Cabin Boy is like the worst movie ever made.
Yeah.
It really was.
Can I say just like a group? There's a tie. Any movie by Kevin Smith and the ties with it is Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny.
Tenacious D. That's such a great movie.
That was a good one. Cabin Boy, though, I bet LIFA liked it because it was a pirate movie.
It was not a pirate movie.
Like we know you love that pirate bullshit.
It wasn't?
No.
I thought it was.
It wasn't.
Pretty sure it was LIFA.
I'm pretty sure.
Mallrats was more of a pirate movie than Cabin Boy.
What about Steve the Pirate and Dodgeball? There you go.
Arg.
That was a bad movie. It really was.
It's great, though.
It was one of those ones where it's so bad it's good.
Movie that I've watched 8,000 times and I use it still to fall asleep is Talladega Nights. I can put that on, and before the French dude shows up, I'm falling asleep. It's just I know every word of it, and it's just...
When that came out when I was still in Fort Polk. I don't know if you were still there or not, Fresh, if you'd gotten out by that point or not.
Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby?
I remember sitting around drunk with Wilkins doing like the entire movie.
Me, Wilkins, and Diego Mendoza.
Yeah.
We took a road trip that Thursday night to Shreveport. We got fucking shit-faced in Shreveport. Went out and bought all this goddamn redneck gear. And went and just made an ass of ourselves in the theater watching that.
How about Tropic Thunder?
Oh, you never go full.
You never go full. Never.
All right, I do have a question from the secret comments. Favorite go-to song to blast at maximum volume for inspiration and energy?
For inspiration and energy? I don't know about inspiration, but I know what I'd blast for energy.
For me, it would have to be Psycho Killer, Qu'est-ce que c'est?
All right.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to think how that would give me energy or inspiration, but
Well, it starts out real slow and then it builds.
it's the build that gets you gizzards too.
Mine would be Walk from Foo Fighters.
Can
Can I change mine?
Someone says Eye of the Tiger.
Nice.
Cemetery Gates.
Yeah, the buildup on that would get you rocking. Like you just, red rum, red rum.
That's a tough one. 'Cause I can't say that there's one that would give me inspiration and energy at the same time.
Yeah, I don't really have inspirational. Like if I need to get energized, I'll usually throw some metal on.
Yep.
If I really need to get like raging about something.
I could see Fresh listening to the theme from Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
If it comes to something like that, usually my go-to is metal. And lately that's been like Volbeat or something like that.
I'll go back to like Duality from Slipknot.
Do we have like a hella delay or what? Chat seems like
And some Clutch is good.
Chat seems like they're about 4 minutes behind us.
There might be.
Bring Me Down by Suicidal Tendencies. Anything by AC.
Yeah,
AC/DC will get you rocking.
they're right along with us. When I ask the questions, there's stuff out here like Walk and Pantera and Eye of the Tiger.
It used to be, way back in the day, it used to be the entirety of the Metallica Black Album I would just blast out to.
Gotcha.
I think that,
Back when I was a kid, it was Bang a Gong. That what the fuck name of that song was?
The Macarena.
No, it was not the Macarena. We don't even want to go into what Gizzard Sue was playing early morning in the hotel. He was doing a little Monica on his mind. He had the whole Mambo number 5 going.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Leg.
There's serious lag.
yeah, I think we're all kind of metalheads here in this area.
Yeah.
Bondage.
Except for Gizzard Stew. Gizzard Stew just kind of does his own thing.
That's right.
Giz, did you get any of that?
Oh.
You mean that? I actually brought this one home with me.
Yeah.
I knew I couldn't leave that in my bag with you digging through there.
I'm not going through your shit. If I saw that, I probably would.
That's what I mean. It's like I use my noggin. I probably should have took my hawberry out of there too.
Oh, look at that. Raven Shadow shooting out the Danzig out there. I do like some Danzig.
Oh, yeah. Mother.
The only problem with that song is more well known for fucking Guitar Hero than it is for the actual song itself.
Oh, yeah. That song was old, way before Guitar Hero.
Exactly.
I took a picture of everything Yeti when it was laid out on the bed. Don't be trying nothing.
I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't do that. I got enough shit of my own.
I'm just teasing
Go
you.
like this, your uncle. That's the price.
You're paying for shipping one way or another.
That's right.
Although I do like the occasional punk rock too,
yeah.
Namely, I like Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Those guys, because all they do is knockoffs of other songs.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great.
Yeah, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes are amazing. That was old Dizzle. Old Frank the Tank himself was he was a big punk rocker. That's how me and him actually started getting along as well as we did. Like I was sitting there walking past his room and I heard punk blasting out. I'm like,
I got a good question, a musical question. What would each of the panelists consider to be their favorite Muzak song that you want to hear in an elevator or a hospital?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, easy. Cemetery Gates. Imagine hearing Cemetery Gates like kick off Muzak style. That'd be fucking amazing. Sitting in the hospital.
See, the hard thing to imagine is if we all go to a retirement center, are we going to have like Pantera playing on our radios? Like,
I mean, by that point,
the instrumental version, violin version of it. Sad piano, Cemetery Gates.
Just imagine our generation when we get into the retirement homes. It's going to be fucking amazing. The music that's going to be popping off in there. Of course, they'll stick me some guy who digs nothing but like old Garth Brooks, and I'm just going to be like, please fucking stop.
And that's
my nieces and nephews put me in here.
That's when I'm going to accidentally unplug him, and then I'm going to go over it, and I'm going to turn the radio on to Another One Bites the Dust and go back to my bed.
There you go, a Muzak version of Another One Bites the Dust in the hospital.
The nurse will be changing Fresh's bedpan, and she'll see his tattoo down there that says "smoking crack." Right?
I can get down with a little Slayer, Andrew, and possibly from time to time.
Slayer.
Yeah.
And
Yeti, you didn't answer the Muzak question.
I must have missed it. I don't know. I'm sorry.
What would be your favorite song to hear in an elevator or a hospital, like on the Muzak system?
We've already taken Cemetery Gates and Another One Bites the Dust for the hospital, so you can't use those, your uncle.
How about Raining Blood?
Strong choice in the ER.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, you know what? If I went into an ER and Raining Blood was playing, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm getting seen here every time.
How about
Like, I know these guys are in the mood to get some shit done. Like, I'm going to get taken care of in a hurry in this ER, and I'm going to get the fuck out.
I wouldn't mind sitting in the waiting room. It's like, fuck it, it's all right.
My arm's only broken. I'm fine.
Crew?
Just hang out for a bit. You guys mind if I vape in here?
if I walk into an ER and there's Slayer playing, I'm staying.
I'd say anything by Two Live Crew would be fun to hear on Muzak. I just want to hear "Don't Stop, Get It, Get It."
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Anything you want.
Oh boy! Oh!
Why did you time him out?
Because he said he's a Nickelback fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can be quiet.
I mean, you had that coming, Randall Hayes.
You know, Canada can only apologize for that so many times.
Knew that was coming.
Lucky that's all you got.
Socrates is officially making death metal Muzak.
What was it? I saw something pop across the other day with that. Somebody was doing like video games with Muzak. I'm going, and there were some good ones, like throwing in the old school Mario in there. I'm going, huh? I actually listen to that in an elevator. Although I can say for something that's not rock related, probably, well, actually no. I guess I don't consider, not metal related, we'll call it. A little bit of My Guitar Gently Weeps. I'd be perfectly all right with that as well.
There you go.
Sorry, Randall. Had to be done.
You thought Randall timed Gizzy out? That'd be amazing.
We can only take so much.
There you go. Last meal.
Last meal.
Whew, that's a toughie.
2 pounds of prime rib, a stuffed, a loaded stuffed baked potato, some sauteed green beans with onions,
Wow.
and probably a chunk of some sort of cheesecake with a glass of milk.
Fat Bottom Girls would be a good one for the Muzak in the retirement home.
Last meal, all you can eat crab legs. Because that's not all I can eat. It just lasts for days and days and days.
Actually,
Check.
for me, it'd probably be my mother's recipe for her fried chicken and mashed potatoes and white gravy, corn on the cob, and a big old glass of tea.
Pizza.
Pizza.
I like the pizza one too. That's good.
I could eat pizza every day of my life. In fact, I've done it for several months before.
In this case, if you're going to choose pizza, what are those toppings on that last pizza?
I don't care.
So you'd be all right with
Big be
anchovies.
just cheese.
As long as there's cheese.
Yeah.
Barnacle.
Barnacle.
Oh, that was before your time, LIFA. We're going way back.
That's way back. God damn.
I believe that was pre-Red Rocket.
Oh, I thought maybe Gizzard still wanted to eat barnacle for his last meal.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That might even be before Golf Tee's time. That reference.
I think it was.
Hell yeah.
I think it might have been.
We used to say barnacle instead of crickets.
All right.
Huh. That's probably definitely before my time then.
Fresh is distracted.
No, I'm not distracted at all, Gizzard.
What are you
I bet he's
doing?
playing a game.
I've been texting Mrs. Gizzard this whole time, informing her of
You're playing Pokemon.
all the inappropriate things that Gizzard Stew has been up to so far.
There you go.
And I've got it recorded.
Oh, look at that. Pippa. His favorite song for
Did you
Lift
get a
Me
new
Up
phone
is
there?
Gizzard Stewness.
Did you get a new phone?
No, it's the same one.
What is it?
S7 Edge. I've had this one for. Remember, I was so happy with it. I was playing around with my Google Assistant.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for me to go.
Oh, shit. He's in trouble.
Mrs. Giz coming for him.
drink.
I can't even remember when he got his last phone.
Ooh.
Favorite
So crazy
drink.
saying Culver's as the last meal. I like that choice too. I do like me some Culver's.
I don't know. I've heard some shady things about
Some
Culver's.
Butterburger.
Yeah.
Some Butterburger with fried onions.
Favorite drink. There we go.
Dr.
Favorite
Pepper.
drink.
Are we
Life up.
talking just the regular variety, or am I talking like a boozy variety?
Boozy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I can name two. I'm not that way.
Leinenkugels. And Leinenkugels.
They're up there. They're not quite at the top of the list though. They really should be because I live in Wisconsin, but they're not. To be honest, if it's gonna be a favorite alcoholic drink, give me an Arrogant Bastard, and I am a happy camper. I do love
Summer
me some Arrogant
Shandy.
The Summer
That
Shandy.
Liney summer shandy. I could drink that stuff by the keg.
Yeah, the Line and Kugel's Summer Shandy.
I tried to drink that stuff by the keg back when I was drinking. But favorite drink nowadays? Agua.
Tap water.
I do drink a shit ton of water.
Filtered water. I mean, I'll still drink like a cup of decaf, but I mean, pretty much the entire time throughout my day, I'm drinking H2O.
Yeah, and I guess if I'm gonna go outside of like water, it would probably be for me if I'm gonna every once in a while have soda. It would be a cream soda, the IBC variety. I like cream soda.
Fresh drinks, the same thing as cows.
That's right. Gatorade.
I'd like water a lot, since I haven't had soda for or pop or whatever you want to call it, for like 7 years.
Your favorite though is Fireball.
No. No.
It used to be.
If I'm drinking a non-alcoholic before that and I'm craving something, it's a nice cold glass of whole milk, chocolate milk. That really hits the spot. Alcoholic, yeah, I'll go with the Drunken Donkey. It's Jameson with ginger beer.
Jameson.
Yes.
I agree with you there.
Whiskey.
If I gotta have whiskey.
Gotta have that whiskey.
I've been into the apple ciders though for a while.
And they pair great with that simple apple roll.
Yeah,
And his uncle likes Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's a given. We know that. Pepsi and Gentleman Jack. It just can't be regular Jack. It's got to be the Gentleman variety.
I've heard of a drink called the Two Professionals. It was Dr. Pepper and Captain Morgan.
I've drank stuff like that.
Somebody else is going to get a timeout.
What, with the Dunkins?
What'd Kai Weiser do?
You'll see.
I'm going to go see.
He knows what he did.
Oh, okay.
Really?
God. Jeez. Oh, poor Kai.
I know Kai didn't do anything.
Kai was bragging about his squonk that he just bought. It was awesome squonk, but Gizzard's like, nope, big boy.
That's it.
Jesus Christ, Gizzard. Do I need to take your wrench away tonight and then give it back to you next week?
I've only used it twice in 6 months. It was just
and it's been today.
It was for valid reasons.
Jeez.
Jealousy is not a valid reason.
Kai Weiser's sitting there trying to type like, what the fuck?
You can thank Giz for that, Kyle.
You were timed out by Gizzard Stew.
He can think about what he did while he's in timeout.
In fact, Kai, when you get your typing privileges back, the first thing you should put in there is, suck it up, you jealous bastard.
Oh, man. He was having a good time hanging out with his friends in the chat. And Gizzard Stew just comes rampaging through.
Kenny B understands why you got timed out. I don't know why you guys don't.
All right, maybe I should give Kai a wrench just for that reason.
For protection. So he can big boy Gizzard Stew in peace.
Yeah, just smack.
Damn.
Oh, Vaping Swag says he has a Dropbox with Nickelback in it. Gizzard Stew was listening to it.
No way. Liar. Liar. Swag, if you didn't have a wrench, you'd be timed out as well.
Well, I guess if we're on the topics of favorites, what's your favorite thing to do outside of vaping as far as hobby-wise?
Spearfishing.
Riding my bicycle. Bicycle.
Hanging out with my kids.
Swatting flies for Yeti.
So what's that, Yeti, outside of vaping?
Building coils.
I said outside of vaping.
That's all I do, though. That's all I do.
You don't have any other hobbies?
I don't have time for any other hobbies. Are you kidding?
Yeti, what about midget porn?
Well, that's while I'm building.
Well, that's an alternative hobby.
I just got a message from Kai. You need to check your Facebook, Giz.
Oh boy. Here we go.
There you go.
Gizzard Stew's looking for his wrench on Facebook.
I got you, Kai. I got you. He doesn't have a wrench over there.
Now everybody with a wrench is beating up on Giz because they know that if they didn't have one, I'd be whacking them.
Brizzle, is that in that specific order, playing darts, Xbox One, and then getting laid, or is it in a different order there for you?
I think Brizzle just kind of does what Brizzle does.
Yeah.
I guess that falls under that get in where you fit in more than one respective there.
I still, it's holy cow.
Oh, FBFC is a Bridget the Midget fan.
Yeti's uncle's like, finally someone I can talk to. I've been coming to these bullshit shows for how long? I'm trying to find someone I can relate to.
I knew we'd weed one out eventually.
Well, hello, Ivana.
For me, it's golf. I golf.
Golf tee.
Oh, that's the reason I have golf tee laying around to wrap a coil up with.
Come on, you shank.
Sometimes. That's why I'm not playing on the fucking PGA Tour, because I fucking shank.
Shank hook.
The only thing I'm halfway decent at is putting. And that's because that's the easiest part of your game to fix.
It's also when you're putting, you're a lot closer to the hole.
Yeah, a lot less things to fuck up there, that's for sure.
Fresh looks at me like, did you just say that?
It looks like we have a whole fan base out there for Bridget the Midget.
There is. I see a whole bunch of them there.
I know quality when I see it. Come on.
Itty bitty tiny sausage fingers makes everything look huge, of course. Says, oh, get her a my one, and it'll still look like it's a fucking 200-watt device.
Kai Weiser is back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Back and swinging for the stew.
Oh, you know what? Because I'm in that kind of mood here.
You probably should get a wrench before Giz checks his Facebook messages.
I think I look more like Dobie than I do Yoda.
You do look more like Dobie.
And you do have it on backwards.
Yep.
You think so?
Yeah.
There you go. Now you can duke it out with each other.
I think you need to turn it 90 degrees. Yes.
I think I need some wire in there. Yeti, can you hook me up?
I'll put it in your package.
I need some 20 gigs.
Kai Weiser says more like Dopey.
Oh boy, here we go.
Kai's got a wrench.
Oh boy, here we go.
Gizzard Stew is
I had to give him
enemy
something to
life.
defend himself. He can't be out there just getting whacked for no fucking reason.
Oh, there was a reason.
Yeah, because you're a jealous motherfucker, and there's no reason for jealousy to get in the way of your wrench swinging. You want to be a dick to people, it's okay.
Well,
Just say you're being a dick.
I don't know. I think there's at least two people out there that would agree with me.
Well, there's a good question for Gizzard Stew there. Penguin or dolphin? No, Dimlin's asking about penguins or dolphin, the vape. She loves her penguin.
Oh, that was a bad.
That was a really bad dolphin.
That's why he's
Someone
spearfishing,
please,
because he can't talk to
LIFA, could you
dolphins.
please pull that for your sound bar? The sound of Gizzard Stew trying to be a dolphin.
Yeah.
A dolphin with emphysema.
Dolphin.
Smoke another one, Johnny. Hey, did you guys miss me?
Of course we did, Gizzard Stew.
I was gone for a few days. Or were you like, oh, this is fucking relief?
Oh, look at Pippa out there throwing a zinger at Stu there. You need to have at least 16 ounces of FA blackcurrant in order to qualify to wear that hat.
That's true.
True that. True that. Kai Weiser.
Next question, please.
Next question.
Or statement, or whatever you want us to talk about. I don't give a goddamn. Apparently, for Giz, this has turned into Whose Wrench is Bigger show.
Turned into what?
The Whose Wrench is Bigger show.
My wrench is blue. So there.
Feelings on CBD.
Good on 'em.
I don't know. I feel a little more relaxed.
Got a hell of a deal in Dallas. Coil was there, and they're selling 30 millimeter bottles for 1,000 milligrams for $50.
Wow.
So we went and stocked up on some 1,000 milligram.
No, I've actually never tried it.
I would be interested in it, but my job pulls a 20 panel, and I've heard it shows up on it.
I don't see how it could.
My job, I get piss tests all the time, and we were told don't even think about it.
I was just piss test when I got back, but I think they only do a 10 panel.
Yeah, I think the 20 panel shows up the cannabinoids that are present, and then you have to show what you actually were using, and then they have a whole barrage of questions about it, so
Right.
it's just easier to just not to.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't see anything wrong with it, because from all of the medicinal shit I see about the CBD oils,
Yeah.
it's got to be great stuff,
Yeah.
but at the same time, can't fuck with that either, because I get piss tested, and there goes my job.
I would love to use it. I would love to use it some nights when I just can't fall asleep. It'd be a great the certain types that just let you.
Oh,
Sure.
the audio went to shit.
Yeah.
Said the audio went to shit.
Yeah, it says choppy. Oh,
Crackle Spice!
still says I have a good stream.
What? Yeah.
So how long?
We don't even have Crackle Spice here to blame it on,
Everybody's Crackle Spice tonight, I guess.
except for TJ.
Oh shit.
So
Oh, there's a cat eating the cables.
Ivana.
Well, what you could, TJ, do is you could
She just looked over at me like I didn't do anything, motherfucker.
You
Don't
could
you
try
even try and blame this on
stop
me.
streaming and then start streaming again.
what, on YouTube?
No, without ending the show on OBS, you could try stop streaming. There'll be a
Or
second-
give somebody else the host before you try it, though.
No, he's not
I'm
leaving
not
this
closing
Zoom
Zoom.
at all.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna turn this down for a moment. So you guys are gonna get a black screen for a moment here.
Oh, I was trying to trick him into giving me the host.
Yeah, no, I know how that worked out once.
End meeting for all. Later, bitches.
I wouldn't do that.
Alright, there we go. I just restarted it.
Let's see how that sounds now. Everybody grab your microphone and make it staticky
There
anyways.
you go. Alright, I tried to quick fix here. Let me know if it works or not.
Try everybody mute and then come back in, too. Maybe it'll reset.
Ooh.
you could only, there you go. Dimlin wants to know if you could only vape one juice for the rest of your life, what would it be? Gizzard Stew.
Still crackling. Well, feck me. Well,
Back.
what do I do now? Do we shut her down and restart?
Probably Helen Keller. If I could only vape one juice for the rest of my life.
Good, not good.
Oh, geez.
Still bad. Got it.
What?
Huh. Fuck.
Or maybe Harvey Weinstein.
No, Eliquid.
Oh,
If you guys are all choppy, we got to do something to fix this here.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Ivana just started getting along good again.
What
so
happens
I'm
if
not
you
sure
guys drop out and then pop back in? You think that'll fix it?
are you pushing the feed, LIFA?
No, let me leave and I'll come back and we'll see what happens.
See if this fixes it. As soon as he comes back in.
Are we good now, everybody? Was it just LIFA?
Is it LIFA?
Scarlett Johansson or Kate Winslet? What kind of a question is that? Seen the booty on ScarJo? Still on crack.
Alright, say something there, Lino.
Hi.
Saying it's Giz.
Hello.
What I do? It's me?
Is it Gizzard?
Is that better? Alright.
They said it's only when you're talking, TJ.
Only when I'm talking.
When Giz mutes, it goes away. Might be fresh. Still crackles when Giz is muted. Is it me?
How about now? How about now? Am I good? Do I sound good?
You think maybe it's it can't be Zoom, could it?
No, not really.
It says when Giz mutes, the crackle goes away.
Oh shit.
Giz, pop out and then pop back in.
Nope, it's still doing it, huh? Okay, good when TJ talks. When everybody quits, it's okay. Well, it's the TJ show. Well, I'll mute.
Fuck it. Let me try to close OBS all the way out and turn it back on. So you guys are going to get a black screen again, alright? Hang in there. We're not going anywhere. We'll be right back. So after these messages, we'll be right back. So let's go start streaming. There we go. Alright, let's see how that works out.
I blame YouTube.
Alright.
It's fucking YouTube. Or it's a Mac issue.
And probably a Mac issue. But, you know, I can't afford fucking new computers unless you're going to pay for it. Kiss my ass.
No, I couldn't afford a new computer either.
There you go. Is that any better? Now that I restarted OBS, because it may have been that.
Alright.
It was an OBS problem, alright. I just had to close the fucking program all the way out and turn it back on.
All right, let's
bizarre.
Shut it down then.
That's bizarre.
Well, everybody, it was a good time. See y'all next week.
We already did our outros.
Is that another dolphin Gizzard Stew?
No, that was a porpoise.
That was on purpose?
Now he's bummed.
Alright. Now we need a question.
There was some in there while we were crackling, but I don't think we got to those. What were they? Yeah, where was the vape your face off today? That is a good question.
I just wasn't feeling it, so it didn't happen. And I don't want to fake a smile when I wasn't feeling it. So
I hear that.
You
Honest
know,
answer.
it's about having a good time with people, and at that point, I wasn't in any mood to have a good time with people. So
You had enough
sorry.
people the week before or the weekend, huh?
What's that?
Said you had enough of people during the weekend, huh?
It was coming like 2 or 3 hours of sleep each night, and then coming back into ticket score for software and long day and all kinds of shit. It all just added up to a point where if I was going to go on Vape Your Face Off, I was going to be just me going.
All right. I got 2 questions. One I do remember. If you had one last e-liquid that you could only get that for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh,
Pure peach.
Daddy's yogurt.
There was an ecstasy.
Pure peach.
And I already stole
Banana
Gizzards.
bondage. Although, ooh. You know, and then I just thought about it.
crazy mustard.
That's hard because I would want Volley Song too. God damn it.
Oh, Kenny B. Kenny
There
B.
can only be one.
Hey, Kenny B.
Ah! Oh,
That's a big one.
that was mean.
That's yours, Gizzards, too. I have another one back here.
That was mean. Kenny B's been through a lot. Why are you being mean to him?
I'm not being mean.
You know what you should do is you should accidentally send that to Kai Weiser, since he got wrenched for no apparent reason earlier, other than a little bit of jealousy.
Yeti could send Kai his.
Yeah. You can do that. I've got his address.
And what was the other one I saw here? Favorite classic monster?
Favorite classic monster?
Godzilla.
Does Gojira count? I think they're talking more like Dracula and Frankenstein and Bride.
Oh, whatever.
Oh.
A monster's a monster.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh.
The Mummy. Mummy's lame.
Very.
I think Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Frank's
Same
good.
time, the coils
Frankie.
get a little bit too dry. I'm like, fire bad.
Because Frankenstein was a pirate.
He kind of was.
Fire.
Towards the end there.
His left leg was part of a pirate at one point.
Probably.
I would go the Drac route.
Toxic Avenger.
Although,
Yeah, I was going to say good old Dracula.
yeah. Can't go wrong with Dracula.
Oh, shit. Oh, our church as punishment gives his home address should be given to Jesus. Oh, shit.
No, not
I will text Thesis right now.
It'd be like,
I was gonna say, I bet we can make that happen.
How quick do we want this to
What's
happen?
up, bro?
And Thesis will go, "What's this, bro?" I'll be like, "Oh, that's an address of a big fan of yours. She has huge tits, Thesis."
And
no shit.
she's really cool with below waist piercings.
She's
Send her
super
pics.
into penises that have 40 piercings on them, Thesis.
Send pics.
I love Thesis. I don't care what OR Church says. I love Thesis. He's a good cat.
Bye, Pippa.
Hi, Pippa.
Little people.
I got a good one. What's your favorite childhood cartoon?
Scooby motherfucking Doo.
That's good.
Transformers.
Like Saturday or Sunday?
It doesn't matter. Just as a whole, which one was your favorite?
I'd say Great Babe.
Johnny Quest.
I could see you as a Johnny Quest guy for some odd reason.
Come on, Bandit.
For me, probably I was a big Thundercats fan. Like,
Haji and Dr. Bannon.
I still bear emotional scars from the death of Optimus Prime. That was the most fucked up thing they ever did.
yeah, and then that show went to shit.
It was actually pretty. It was actually pretty good for a couple more seasons. Well, a couple more seasons. It only ran for like 3 or 4 seasons. Like after Optimus came back and they went into like the whole headmaster thing. Then it was bullshit.
Oh wow, there's a lot of Hong Kong Fooey out there too.
A lot of Hong Kong Fooey was pretty awesome.
There's also 3 different spellings of it.
Yeah. Apparently nobody knows how to spell it.
Are any of them right?
Rob Scanlon got it right.
Yeah, there's one spelled right.
Space Ghost or Looney Tunes? Speed Racer. Wow.
My favorite adult cartoon, though, is Ren and Stimpy.
Adult cartoons, gotta be Family Guy.
I don't know. I've been on
That and South Park.
South Park, yeah, for adult cartoons.
That or Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal?
Heavy Metal cartoon? It's fucking badass.
Ren and Stimpy is so warped, though.
It really was. I don't know how that ever made it on the kids' shows. Like, how it was on Nickelodeon, I have no fucking clue. Because looking back at that, you're going, how did that skip past parents?
It was so violent.
It's violent, and the amount of references that are in there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look at that. Somebody says Rick and Morty for current ones. I still have to watch that. I've caught like an episode here and there, and that's a pretty twisted fucking show too. Although I really like
It's
Squid
fantastic.
I've never seen it.
You haven't, Uncle? You would love Rick and Morty.
I'll have to check.
Now, I would agree with Brizzle about Beavis and Butthead, but now you can't watch them with the videos. So it kind of sucks because they never got the rights for the videos when they republished them on like DVD or whatever.
Oh, so it took out all the music video scenes?
Yeah. Like the 2 blow your butt noids and all that good stuff.
What's that other one? There's another one that I watch every once in a while. Fuck is that? It's on Cartoon Network on Adult Swim.
Robot Chicken?
No.
Like that.
Venture Brothers?
No. Fucking, I forget the goddamn name of it now.
Archer.
Squidbillies?
The Squidbillies I love. That one's great too, but I think,
I can't believe they still run.
Fucking Frylock, Meatwad, and Shake.
Aqua Teen Hunger
There you
Force.
go. I couldn't fucking think of the name for some odd reason.
Oh, what were they? The Lunarians?
The Lunarians, yeah. Favorite fucking episodes.
Every episode where they show up, it's so fucked up and brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite black and white era TV show.
Honeymoon.
Andy Griffith Show.
The Beaver.
Actually,
I love Lucy's pretty awesome, even to this day.
Yeah.
I hate Lucy.
The Outer Limits.
Ooh, the original
You have
Twilight
taken
Zone.
control of your television set.
The original Twilight Zone. Oh. Like, you can still go watch that and get creeped the fuck out.
Yeah.
I do have a guilty pleasure when it comes to TV, and it's old black and white westerns. I like the old fucking ones. It doesn't matter who's in them.
Have Gun Will Travel.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
That's it. So many good black and white westerns. Hey, the fucking fight scenes were terrible because you could see them missing punches and shit, but it was still good.
I love that Easdale called me on MASH because I went halfway saying MASH, but then I remembered it wasn't black and white.
Bonanza. Yep, actually, for Bonanza, that's where my dad got his nickname because he looked just like fucking Hoss.
Barnacle.
Barnacles.
Barnacle.
Any other questions out there?
Yeah.
Favorite 80s TV show?
Goats.
All Doctor Who is awesome. Pretty true.
Favorite 80s show?
Riptide.
Blue Thunder.
I liked Chips.
You like Chips?
It was bad.
70.
We
They played up in
answered
the
that one
80s,
last
didn't they?
time, Raven Shadow Vapes. Marianne or Ginger. I think it was almost consensus.
Both.
Yep.
Yeah,
Both.
we did that on the first time we tried this.
Duh.
Airwolf. Airwolf. I remember Airwolf.
Yeah, well, we're in silent mode.
We did answer that one last time, and the answer was Barbara Eden.
Mm-hmm. Alf.
Jeannie was the winner.
Favorite
Rob's-
dessert?
Samantha from Bewitched.
Key lime
Ooh,
pie.
The 18, yes.
Gizzard likes key lime pie.
No, LIFA does.
No, but mine is cheesecake.
Oh, really?
Oh, there you go. West got one. What is
Just plain old cheesecake.
your
Just New York
current
style
favorite
cheesecake.
mod, tank, or RDA setup?
Ouch.
Holy shit!
Your current
Favorite setup right
Holy
now?
shit.
I mean, I've got my Minikin with my dead rabbit and my H-Perv with my drop. And that's, I just take one of those two everywhere.
My 1111 in the dead rabbit, and now that I have it, I like this triple X with the aura.
I'm going to go with my uncle right now. Right now, because that's what I'm using right now. So therefore, it is my favorite. Can't really... There's some things that I don't use anymore.
Watch out, Rob Scanlon. You may get timed out.
No, we'll let that one slide.
You worked hard on that custom made 2700. Nice. Mod Father on a B-Box DNA 200.
What did I say yesterday? There's always somebody who says DNA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really can't say that I have a favorite. It's, to be honest, it's whatever I'm currently using, because if I'm currently using, that means I fucking like it. Otherwise, I won't use it.
Oh, Rob Scanlon said he's going to be releasing the files so anyone with a 3D printer can make their own squonker. 2700 squonker. That's
that's a cool thing.
Man.
Hell yeah.
That's like DIY loveliness.
Yeah.
Question, is it okay to go into a vape shop and ask if they're interested in buying mods? I got a new mod I don't want and no ideas where to sell it.
What is it, Easdale? Maybe somebody in here might want to buy it from you.
Yeah, what are you selling, Easdale? And how much are you looking for it? Let's see if we can sell it right on the show tonight. Maybe they can PayPal it to you.
Classifieds.
We've had the magic happen on the show before.
And see, there's also what is it that there's that Facebook group, was it Vape Nation Sales? They've got there's like 10,000 people in that group. If you can't sell it to somebody in there, you're probably not going to be able to sell it.
He's got a Smock GX24.
Just vape it forward.
Yeah, just give it to somebody.
Smock GX24.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really interested, but someone else out there might be.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want the next thing I'm looking at is the Revenger.
Oh, did you see your Rochelle's Revenger Mini video?
Yeah.
Today? That
It's
thing's
gorgeous.
awesome. The little it has a little light show on the back and everything. It's nice and tiny. You could probably put it in your shirt pocket at work.
Pretty.
You know, I keep seeing those type things like that have the LEDs in them. What the fuck? Why?
Nice. Dimlin's gonna put her own DNA 250 squonk.
It's a whole OLED back screen that only portions of it go and it moves and everything. It's not just LEDs. So it's
As long as the battery regulation is, I'm there.
Yeah, all those extra lights that I'm seeing them put on stuff, like, what is it, the TFE 8 tank that they just fucking put a light in? Fuck off.
Yeah.
You don't need a goddamn light in that. You're fucking killing battery life for no apparent reason. I know those little LEDs don't take a lot, but it still adds up.
Oh, that would be cool, Gizzard. You need a back scratcher hand.
It looks like a real hand.
Skeleton or with flesh covering it?
Flesh.
Oh, all right.
Use a grill fork, he says.
He's still just snapping right at you, Gizzard, Stu.
He's so pragmatic.
Why not a spork back scratcher?
Like a giant spork.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
you probably could if you bent the tines. It's not a bad idea.
A steel mannequin arm? Oh.
I can see that in the middle of his show.
You have no idea what you've just unleashed on the retail world.
Are you using this arm? No. Can I have it?
That's awesome. You're not using this? That's awesome.
Is this Kohl's? Do you have mannequins? That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you. Well, hello.
Just go in and unscrew an arm off and walk out with it.
Here it goes. Bachelor says, use your goddamn fish fork.
Fish fork that shit.
Oh, that would hurt.
A little too deep, a little too deep. Pull it out a little bit.
I've been skewered.
I was thinking more of like I guess I should have been specific, like a miniature hand.
Maybe a monkey hand.
No, I used to actually have one. It was plastic. And it was like a miniature hand, and that thing was awesome, but I broke it.
Got a little too vigorous with it, huh?
Yeah.
So isn't that what the wife's for?
Oh, hell no. Does your wife still rub your back?
Goddamn right.
Well, you just wait.
That won't last.
That won't last. Fucking newlyweds.
Well, let's see. This is 5 years now, so I guess it probably
Yeah,
won't.
no, I think it's about year 14. That shit just...
Oh, well, then I got a good 6 years use out of that son of a bitch left, so we're good. I think apparently I'm trying to break my phone by throwing it on the floor. Awesome.
Kenny B says he's got one. Yeah, send it to me, Kenny. Hopefully it's not shaped like your hand is currently.
It's not made for backed up balls.
Oh, that was mean.
Gizzard stew.
The only good thing is Kenny will laugh. He's got a good sense of humor.
KV says
I'm
that's
not
about
laughing
the
at you,
same
Stu.
time that the BJ's got away.
Oh, the second that goes, so does she.
No, Kenny, that's about year 8.
Well,
Barnacle.
yep, it is a barnacle apparently. So,
Hey, Kenny, can we get a hand check?
all right, I see one last question out there, and we're gonna wind her down from there.
Oh, man.
Favorite superhero?
Let's throw that gnarly that gnarly hand up on Instagram, Kenny.
God, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, good thing Kenny has a good sense of humor.
Better hope so.
I know, right? Kenny's like, why do I watch any fucking show this guy's on?
If not, if not, your uncle's got his address.
Oh, fuck. All right, last question there. I see. Favorite superhero's villain?
Mr. Sinister.
Mm.
Did you guys hear Marvel's trying to buy Fox?
No,
Or, not Marvel, Disney. Disney's trying to buy Fox
Oh God.
really.
so that they can have all the X-Men movies. It's gonna be fucking amazing. The only thing that'll be left of Fox is Fox News.
Oh, when they buy that, they'll nix that too.
No, Fox News would be completely separate. Like they're just trying to buy like all the TV shows.
Oh, all right. Well,
and the movie rights. So they would get Fantastic Four back. They would get X-Men back. A couple other ones.
I would have to say Penguin off of the 60s Batman.
oh, the old Adam West variety.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
About
With the monocle and the cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just say Skeletor?
I say Skeletor.
That's a cartoon.
But he
It
was
counts.
a supervillain, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, he was a supervillain to He-Man, so. And
Okay.
He-Man was technically the superhero in that.
Poor Kenny.
Ooh, Easdale hitting us with the Jaws from the Bond movies.
But does he still count? Because he kind of turned into a good guy.
Yeah.
Like his character was so popular that they turned him into a good guy.
Well,
Oh,
I guess if you go pre-good guy, yeah. Let's see. I think I would just go. I'd probably go Joker, but it would probably be the 60s variety of Joker.
You're not into the Heath Ledger Joker?
Oh, that one was fucking great, but I mean, there wasn't enough of that, unfortunately, because of somebody's untimely demise.
yeah.
Thank you, FDA.
I'm just saying that would have been a great, that would have been a very great spin-off movie with him playing something focusing strictly on the Joker.
Yep. Phenom. Whoa. What?
I like the more you know.
That's like a 9-year-old cell phone booting up.
All right, I see one other one that I do want to answer because that's something that's actually good. Favorite non-vape YouTuber?
Ooh.
Casey Neistat. Love his shit.
Lame.
Iron Raw.
Iron Raw. That's a good one.
Mamrie Hart. She cracks my shit up.
You know who cracked my shit up, but unfortunately they don't put videos out anymore? Was regular, ordinary Swedish Mealtime.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's a bunch of Swedes basically started out as a playoff of the Epic Mealtime stuff.
yeah.
And it was fucking hilarious because all of the yelling and cutting shit up with giant axes and tearing shit up was just great. It made me laugh every time.
What you doing over there, Ivana Kitty? Besides being a troublemaker.
Kenny B, is there other stuff on YouTube other than vape shows?
So do you want to know who mine is?
Yeah.
Demolition Ranch.
Demolition.
Is that just like some dude that owns a ranch and just breaks shit?
Shoots guns.
Mm.
He's also has another channel where he's a veterinarian. If you guys like guns, you should check out that channel. Also, Hickok 45 is a pretty good gun channel.
Speaking of gun channels, I did enjoy the FPS Russia when he had his. But that's just because he was getting ungodly shit that he was getting his hands on.
He was the first one to show the AA-12.
Yep. Fucking 2 of them.
Yep.
Actually, I think that he was one of the first guys that really got the bump stocks to take off, too.
Man, how do I get this thing to work?
Yeah. Well, let's see. It is.
Put it in somebody else's hands.
Probably.
Kind of like working your minikin.
Throw it at the wall.
Slowly.
That thing don't work.
It only works when he's on shows.
Well,
I'm
The
on
rest, time
Instagram.
the rest of the time he hits the fire button and just, fuck you, Giz.
all right, boys. Let's go ahead and take her around the room here. Y'all say your piece. I don't care who goes first. I'm not even going to spotlight people tonight. Just do your thing.
Everyone, vape Adore Eliquid and go get yourself Giancarlo Ohmageddon Eliquid. Go get some Giancarlo over on Ohmageddon Eliquid. Buy your VC4 ADV tickets, everybody. Go get your VC4 ADV tickets. And it's easy. Go donate $5 increments to your favorite vape charity. If you don't have a favorite vape charity, donate to the Right to Be Smoke Free Legal Fund. And then send me the receipt. And I will make sure that you get your tickets. That's all I got.
That
Yeah.
pretty much covers it.
What he said. Vape that awesome stuff from Our Lady Dawn.
Yep.
Swag's pretty cool.
Yeah, that stuff.
Swagalicious.
Yeah. Make sure that you watch Gizzard Stew on Fog Life. I have previous engagements that I will not be there.
Well, thank you for letting me know on Wednesday.
I just found out tonight.
Oh, that's super swell of you. Great.
Who
Fresh,
you having on, Gizzard Stew?
Fresh, would you like to be on Fog Life on Friday?
I'm off Friday, so no, I don't want to be on Fog. Yes, I'll be on Fog Life.
Okay, good. You can be my co-pilot.
Great, they were my
We're
Friday.
gonna have a super special secret guest. I can guarantee you that because LIFA can't make it.
Awesome.
Nice, get in touch
Join in.
with Graham. I'm sure he's got free time this week.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's gonna be somebody huge, bigly huge.
I can just see it. Get in touch with Graham.
I have to do stuff with
Is
my
LIFA
kids.
going to be on the show? No? Fine, yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
That's
we'll
awesome.
punish him then.
That's awesome. I'll be there.
That's awesome.
well,
Especially since you gave me such good notice on that LIFA.
I found out today.
Wow. All right.
tell you after the show, but I figured I'd burst your bubble during the show.
You just wanted to see the color drain from my face a little bit. Bastard.
Well, on that note, since everybody's hitting all the liquid barns and everything, and Giz decides he wants to say something now. Go, goddammit.
Okay. So I have a special announcement. The announcement is that we're going to run a little Gizzard stew sale over at Ohmageddon. So through the 12th, starting now, through the 12th, get 20% off on anything you want over there at Ohmageddon. And all you got to do is Gizzard Stew, all caps.
All one word.
Yep. So enjoy.
Go get yourself some Bali songs, some phantom ravioli, duck pudding, firefly,
freak show,
disco Java.
Yep. Duck Pond and Ohmageddon, whatever you need over there. And thank you, Giancarlo. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Giancarlo. I got lucky. We went through security at the airport at the same time. So my 2-hour wait for my plane to take off was quite a bit nicer because we got to hang out.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Love y'all.
I agree, Giancarlo. Do it.
Do it. Get you some.
Okay.
And I'll be putting a post up on Instagram as well. So if you guys are out there, you can maybe help us out by reposting that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Are you giving away a Switchblade spork?
No, I am.
No, read the thing
On a
carefully.
special show, I'm going to be giving away a Switchblade spork. And you can buy tickets. If your name is Gizzard Stew, you can buy all the tickets you want to win this spork.
I don't know. Nobody's reposted it yet.
I was totally going to repost it.
Well,
I want the Switchblade. I want the Switchblade.
But that's not necessarily the prize. If you read the post, it just says you're going to win hearts.
I don't want hearts. I want a Switchblade spork. If I have a Switchblade spork, I can go take as many hearts as I want, Gizzard Stew.
You get nothing fresh.
I'm going to go buy my own Switchblade spork just to spite you.
Although I'm not in possession of my Switchblade spork because I had to send it home with someone because of TSA.
Yeah.
So,
it's in Iowa right now.
is it? Is that where it
Yeah.
ended up?
Yeah.
We'll talk after the show.
Well, I'm never getting that back after he sees who the guest is on Friday. That I will be certain of never seeing my Switchblade spork ever again.
Oh, we'll fuel that. Your special secret guest on Friday is an hour with Thesis, or the sport gets it.
Well, so I guess Fresh, you're getting the spork because life is sending it to you. And,
I'm texting Thesis right now.
Oh, fuck.
oh, for the love of God!
So, Yeti, was
funny.
there anything you wanted to say?
He just went quiet. He's
You're
like,
muted.
nope.
Big boy comp wire.
LLC.
Big boy.
Awesome guys. Great wire.
They are some pretty sweet dudes.
Big boy.
Hell yeah.
On that note,
Joel and Paulzilla.
Those boys know how to eat.
It was great hanging out with those guys too, wasn't it, Yeti?
Hell yeah, it was.
And I was especially excited to meet Alex.
on that note, everybody's knocking everything out of the park, so I don't have to say shit. So thank you all.
Go Green
out.
Bay.
Thanks everybody for coming out in the chat, and those of you who asked questions, thank you, or had things to say. Easdale, thanks for busting Gizzard's balls. That was greatly appreciated. It was a good time. Okay. I don't have a whole lot to say. Just make sure you're doing your part. Educate, advocate, not for yourself, not for any of us cocksuckers up here or you out in the comments. It's for those guys and gals that come behind us who haven't made that switch yet. And don't forget, I'm going to hit again the hashtag VC4ADV raffle. Go and donate. As Fresh said, $5 increments. Each $5 gets you one entry into it. Whatever person supports vaping, right to be smoke free, CASA, whoever, donate to them. Get your receipt, send it to Fresh, Giancarlo, Dear Addy, or Addy Tooney.
Yep.
And they will all get you your entries. And when you're done there, go over and hit up the Very Vocal Vapors to sign up for your vape story for another
$5 make you holla.
Other than that, I say thank you to everybody. You all have a wonderful evening. It was a good time, and I will see you guys next week. So, as always, my name's TJ. You guys are watching Golf T Vapes, and we'll see y'all next week. Giz, you're actually here tonight. Why don't you take us out for once?
Remember, try and be fairly decent to someone this week, if possible. And get off your butts and vape!
Bye.
Bye.
I like how